Sometimes it's just one decision, man. Sometimes it is just one little thing in a game, especially a playoff game, when you're facing one of the best teams in baseball, that turns everything. You lose the game. And I'm talking about going to Joey Cantillo. Now, you will not find a bigger Joey Cantillo fan than me. There was no business putting him in that situation. None whatsoever. And Stephen Vogt, as we have to remind ourselves, is learning how to manage in the playoffs. He was fine in the regular season. There have been a lot of things in this playoff run. There you go. All right, man, are you going to learn about this? Are you figuring this kind of stuff out? I'm going to look at Carl Willis, maybe as much at Stephen Vogt, and go, what are you doing, man? That was not the situation to bring him into. We'll discuss that. I think there were some positives to take out of that game last night with the Guardians, and we're back at it today. I'm not going to sit here and wallow in that loss. You're right back at it today. Oh, it's Garrett Cole. F Garrett Cole. Screw him. Screw the Yankees. Get after it tonight. Come on. This ain't over yet. We're not done. Can I say the same thing about the Browns season? I don't know. We'll get to them too. We all know what's going on. And people somehow want to get their pound of flesh on Kevin Stefanski. And there's a bunch of, I was about to say viral videos and stuff like that, but we got to add one yesterday everybody's freaking out about. What do you want Kevin Stefanski to do, man? Oh, he should just quit. If you can't make the calls that he wants, you just quit. We all got a boss, man. We all got a boss. And sometimes you got to sit there and put a smile on and toe that company line, man. That's what Kevin Stefanski is doing. What do you want him to do? Now, one of the things that he said is a blatant lie. I mean, that's very clear. We'll hear from Stefanski. We'll get into the Browns a little bit later. We got to talk about this Dan Lanning clip that's going around. Did you see that? Boy, did he just rub it in Ryan Day's face again.
Oh,
the 12, man.
Yeah. I have that in the morning update, actually.
All right, we'll do that in the morning update coming up. Genius from Dan Lanning to go ahead and beat the Buckeyes. We'll revisit that a little bit. We got to go around the NFL, Monday Night Football in the books, and we're getting up for game 2, all right? We're going to talk about last night. We're going to be critical, but I ain't sitting here crying about yesterday, all right? You got to get back on this tonight. I know you're facing Garrett Cole. I don't care. Get after it. Even this up and bring it on home so we're nothing but positive about the Guards as we get ready to go for that. We got 2 for Tuesday. We'll get to the bracket. We got the grid. We got the morning update. We got it all in a 2 for Tuesday right here on Big Play. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matt Fontana. He is Ryan Tyler. Good morning. Happy to have you alongside. You can always be following on Twitter X. All you got to do is say something crazy and just, a little boost on the numbers there. I said the Browns deal for Deshaun Watson will set this franchise back further than Art Modell moving the team.
I don't think you're wrong. I think the reason people jump on it and say that it's crazy is because of the... I'm trying to think of the right word, the stigma of you losing your team. Yes, obviously losing your team is worse in sense of you having a bad signing, but you're not wrong when you talk about how it set it back. In essence, right. Yes, you got your team back in 3 years, and yes, that did stunt your growth as a franchise. Of course it did. But this has repercussions that will last longer than that.
So just to start there, we're going to get to the Guards, but I got the tweet, so they go, we'd rather have a bad team than no team. Yeah, you're right. You are 100% correct on that. My point is exactly what Ryan is going to. With this deal for Deshaun Watson, at the end of this, you will have wasted prime years of Myles Garrett. You will have potentially fired your head coach. Now, we fired Bill Belichick. When they left, they got rid of Bill Belichick, who went on to become the greatest NFL head coach of all time. So that's not quite apples to apples. But if this goes the way that I think it might go, you are not only sacrificing prime years of your elite players, it is going to sacrifice who I think is a good head coach and a guy that can take you there. It might sacrifice you a good general manager. Take that for what you want on Andrew Berry. And the final thing, and I want everybody listening to this. This is not me being some bro and being out there saying I'm still on his bandwagon, but you got rid of a guy that you know can play. You moved on from Baker Mayfield, who everybody, when he left here, people told me he couldn't play in the NFL. And there's a clip that's somewhere in the archive out there when I said the Browns could win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield. I believed that because he wasn't Patrick Mahomes. He wasn't Lamar Jackson. But I said if he could just play this role, do this specific thing with all this talent around him, you could do it. Watch what he's doing in Tampa now. When you add up those things, you have wasted prime years of your elite players. It might cost you your head coach, your general manager, and you jettisoned a guy that I think you could have won with, let alone all the draft picks of guys that you could have had, let alone all the money that you couldn't sign free agents with and won't be able to do it in the future for jack squat nothing. This isn't even that Deshaun Watson got you to the first round of the playoffs. You are going to finish this out, most likely doing all of this for what? Meaningless wins. Nothing. There's a chance he ends this with a below 500 record. I'd rather have Brian Hoyer here at that point.
And to your point, Matt, I will add that this whole thing will undeniably leave a stench on the Cleveland Browns franchise in terms of not only just a media outlook on it. Of course, like us, we talk about it nationally, but players as well. Nobody wanted to come to Cleveland regardless. I understand that.
Yeah.
But this is just the cherry on top of it all.
Well, and now we're in this hell of this. Dude, this is so pivotal this week. I know it's Cincinnati. They're a really good team and all that. But if this continues to fall down the way that it's going, you're going to have the leaks and you're going to have guys starting to cop out. You're going to have Amari Cooper asking for trades. Like, this is the balance that you're on right now. And I want to talk Browns later. I do want to start with the Guardians, but I need to get that because, again, we sent that tweet out, and I believe it. And people tell me, oh, you don't remember when the Browns left. No, man, I remember. I was there.
Yes,
I was there.
Somebody
said that. And I was like,
you want to know not what? So fast, youngster.
I was like, you know what?
They were talking to me. I was like, I'm not the one who said it.
Right. Ryan wasn't there. I was, man. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to take that as a great compliment. That I'm not 35. I'm 25. Sure. Tell my kids that. Because they age me faster than anything. I was there. Now, do I remember the inner workings of all of it? No, but I was there, okay? I remember it. And listen, even if you want to bottle it up this way, there is okay. If you really want to fight me and argue that this Watson deal is not bigger than the Browns leaving, sure, I will give you that. But this is very clearly second. This is very clearly if you want to say, fine, Modell, you want to argue with me and tell me that I'm wrong, fine. That's one. Two, without a shadow of a doubt, is Deshaun Watson. And the other problem, and what some people fail to realize, I see right just scrolling.
It's just so funny because any tweet that gets juice, it's half people that are be like, dude, you're spot on. That's exactly true. And the other half is, wow, this dude's so stupid.
Welcome to what we do. I literally doing this job. People tell me from day one, or I will tell you, would better have a thick skin doing this job.
Oh yeah,
you better do. And the thing is, it's not that it's a part of. I don't care. You know, it's funny when Watson gets up there and goes, I don't read social media, and I understand this. Hey man, and you want to know what? It all comes back from a sense of frustration. Yeah. Don't nobody want to be having these conversations. Nobody wants to be doing this. Okay, so it's brown on brown crime right here. We're all fans in this, but we're all pissed off and we're all frustrated. So that's why. You want to take it on me? That's fine. That's part of what we do. And I tell you what, when you get that many responses, tell you, it got the people going.
Yeah.
And we don't do things just to sensationalize things here or try to go viral or go clips like none of that matters, man. We have fun. I want to have fun.
It's just so funny. Chris Bolt was my favorite one. Sorry, youngster. You're wrong on that.
I appreciate that. I was there for it. I lived it, man. I was there, okay? I never told you this story about my dad sneaking my brother and I into a preseason game when they were coming back. They almost threw my dad out of the stadium because my dad worked on the stadium. I'm sure they've replaced it, but you owe a thanks to my dad for installing the sprinklers on the field. He did all the plumbing in there. So we go to one of the preseason games, and the stadium was still under construction, and my dad is taking Chris and I. He's just walking us into construction zones, and they go, "Can we help you?" And he goes, "I work here." And they're like, "Get out of here. What are you doing?" Stop it. He goes, "I'm literally going to be here tomorrow morning." And they go, "We don't really care. Sorry." So I've been there. I was a part of it. I lived it. I know. I get it. The other thing that I wanted to say, this isn't done yet. I made that statement knowing this could get a lot worse. We know the full story and the full scope of what it was like when Modell took the team away. We're not done, man. This ain't over yet. You don't know the full story. And maybe there is a fairy tale at the end of it that we somehow do come out the other side and you're better for it. I don't see it right now. But again, this isn't done yet. This isn't over about Deshaun Watson and his situation with the Browns. And yeah, yesterday got a lot more complicated, okay? It got a lot more complicated. And we'll get to that. I want to start the guards. I didn't mean to start the show with 10 minutes of that, but I just had to get off my chest about some of the, and I hope they watched. You know, that's the funny thing. All those people, I go, can you just watch the show, please? So that way we can have a full conversation about this whole thing. All right, so that's out. Go do as a lot of people have done. Go follow at Matt Fontana Show. I think we got some unfollows and some blocks up in there, too.
I have to open the phones. I have to.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Not to derail from what we're doing here. Is there an option for that? Didn't we have that way back in the day?
Yeah,
we had it last football
dude,
season.
I just have not had time to set it up.
You're running. You're doing 1,000 directions, man. I'm blaming you.
Today, I have a little bit of time. If I can do time, I want to do
Find
that.
out. I mean, I'm down. I'm down to open the phones. I'm down if that's something we want to do. We don't have to worry about a dumb button. People can come on here and cuss as long as they.
It's just so funny because I know people that go on Twitter and say terrible take, terrible stuff. They can't even explain why they're saying that.
No, and that's the thing. Here's the difference, right? I'm not angry at those people either. That is the lifeblood of what we do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not it's media, right? It's content. That's what we do. We would not be doing this without the fans. And I love having good conversations with people. And you want to know what? What are some of the most fun conversations when you disagree with somebody? Some of the best shows we've done, Ryder, where you and I are just on complete opposite ends. But I think a little difference is you and I come from a place of respect. You are my friend. I'm not here disrespecting you. We have good fun with it. And I'll tell you this, anybody even in there too, I respect you too. I respect your opinion. This is fun. That's why we do it. And it all comes from the same place. We are frustrated. We're angry right now. And this is what we got to deal with. That's it. That's where we're coming from on that. So I see, you got Preston over there on YouTube? Is he?
No, he's not here yet.
He fired it up.
He's not here. No, you gotta love the people that he said your take was something that only non-black people say.
That I did not see that. I'm interested on that.
It's yeah. We hate Deshaun Watson. Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, okay.
Has nothing to do with it.
Sure, right. Okay, if that's okay.
That's
sure.
what I'm saying.
If that's where we're at and things, you know what? Then I hate Myles Garrett and I hate.
Like
Nick
it has to be a bot. It has to be a
bot.
bot.
What are we doing? No, it's not. You want to know the worst part? All right, it's not. It's not a bot. There are people that really try to bring that up in this situation. Oh man, that's where we're at. Guards?
Yeah,
guards! Come on, dude. Oh my God. All right. Why did you bring Joey Cantillo into that game at that point?
Why'd you leave him in?
No, you could not have brought him in that. So that game yesterday, first off, does it not feel like we lost 80-0
No, I agree.
It feels a lot worse than 5-2.
That's funny that you say that because I woke up this morning, just checked the box score again, and I was like, oh, wow, only 5-2.
It felt 1,000 times worse. And I'll do you one better. 2 of those were solo home runs. You make better pitches. We're in a different spot. And I get it. Different pitches. Dude, it's Juan Soto. It's freaking, of course, Giancarlo Stanton had to get one. You actually semi-kept Aaron Judge in that guy in center field, that son of a... I can't do those announcers anymore.
Yeah. I
can't do it. The bias is insane. Then Brian Anderson, who's a well-respected MLB broadcaster, said the words high cheese. High cheese.
What's wrong
in
with
relation to a fastball. Could you ever imagine Hammy saying that? No.
Some
okay.
Chin music?
So that aside, every time that we hit one, they were like, whoa, Aaron Judge. And I was just like, Aaron Judge is so annoying because he's so damn good. All that aside, you felt like you lost 80-0 yesterday, and you didn't. Now, what were they always going to do? Hit home runs, and they hit a couple. I come back to the decision, and the sole reason, I'm not even kidding, man. I seriously think this is the only reason you lost was bringing Joey Cantillo in with the bases loaded. You cannot do that. And I said, This is a bad spot for a rookie. Somebody sent me a snarky tweet, and they're not wrong. They go, Matt, they're all rookies. You're right. But I just assume that Hunter Gaddis or Cade Smith or Tim Herron would be able to handle that situation a little bit better than Joey Cantillo could. And well, what does it really matter? You gave up the 3 runs right there. Him spiking pitches. And I could bitch about Bo Naylor and saying, how do you not pick those? The one he picked, it just came straight out. It's the new wave in baseball. Not to really get down into it, right? All these guys, they don't do the regular squat anymore.
Yeah.
They all do the knee down, knee out. And why? It's because they want to protect their knees. And maybe this is a more efficient way. I don't know. Austin Wells didn't have problems blocking balls from that way yesterday. And the same thing. I got this text yesterday. Dude, if Bo Naylor's not going to hit and he's going to not be as good defensively as Austin Hedges, then Austin Hedges is going to have to play. You're going to have to put him in there, which I thought was also really weird that he didn't start with Rodon on the hill. But they need Hedges to go to Gabe with Bybee. They need Hedges to pitch today or catch for Bybee today. So I don't know if they want him to go back. Whatever. Their decision was made. The Cantillo one, which I start, Ryan, you know him, Joey Cantillo guy. That was a horrible spot for him. You had to put somebody else in there. Now, could they have hit a grand slam off of somebody else? I don't know, right? Any of that could have happened. But putting him in there, you want to bring him in for the next inning, because what did they want? They said, we need some length here. We're going to need some length. They can't pitch Gavin Williams, because I really think Gavin Williams is going to pitch game 4. I really think he's going to have to, or even maybe Boyd. I don't know. I'll tell you this. Gavin Williams starting a game in this series. There's no question on that. So they didn't want to throw him there. I get it. You wanted to go with Cantillo because he's a former starter. You can get some length. Put him in there the next inning. Bring somebody in to get you out of that situation, because that is where the game was lost. And you could try to tell me that, okay, they scrapped around some, meaningless runs later in that, all fine. That was the whole change in the game right there. And Stephen Vogt is going to win AL Manager of the Year. There is no question on that. But that's for the regular season. And there is a part that I don't want to say I'm happy. He's going to have to learn some of this stuff, and maybe it will arm him better for the future. And then people say, well, how you know you're going to get there again? How you know you're going to get there again? Fine, I get it. I would have hoped he would have learned a little bit more from the Tigers series. That's where, honestly, man, a lot of my focus today is on Carl Willis. What are you doing? You have been there. You've been a side of Terry Francona for all that time. When they thought, man, maybe we should go to Cantillo, why are you not like, no. I'm not even saying like Pedro Avila or Sobrowski or any of these other guys. It was frustrating. Now, the positives to come out of that game, you could say, well, again, 6 hits. They had 6 hits there. Lane Thomas, Josh Naylor, and Jose Ramirez combined to go 0 for 11. 0 for 11. You know me. You know how I'm going to do it. You still had to look at that game with those guys doing that. Now, Jose, that one that he rolled over on, and you could see it when he was running down the first baseline that he knew, he goes, that was it. That was frustrating. And you got to remember that even the greatest hitters, Ryan, you go to the Hall of Fame getting 3 hits out every 10 at-bats. You bat 300 for your career, you're going to the Hall of Fame. That means you get out 7 times. 7 out of 10 times, right? It's not that easy just to come up and go, I'll slap a double here. I'll do this. It's the hardest thing to do in sports. Batting in Major League Baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports, without a question. So it's frustrating to watch Jose Ramirez, who is our best player, who is a generational talent, come up in that big spot, and he rolled over on one. But again, I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to pull the positives out of it for tonight. Okay, number 1, Quan seeing the ball right now. He was working those counts. I know he only finished 1 for 4, but still saw good pitches, fouling it off, and you could see his frustration. That very first at bat, he worked the count, he flied out. You could see the frustration. So they're seeing pitches. That's number 1. For some of the guys. Now, you got guys like Josh freaking Naylor, who's up there, who he can't hit water, fell out of a boat.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about that.
He can't do anything right now. But you can't take him out of the lineup. You have no choice but to leave him in there, especially with Garrett Cole on the hill. You need that lefty-righty matchup. So you need him to wake up. but I saw them working counts. I saw them get runners on. How many? We left 5 on base yesterday. They left 8, okay? Bybee. Okay? Gonna need you here, man. Gonna need you here. That game felt worse than it was.
Yeah,
and that's really what I want that to be my message for tonight, is that game yesterday felt worse than it did. Now, it is still just 1-0. You go, and I know, trust me, I understand that it's Garrett Cole. You can even this thing back up tonight and bring it on back. It was not a throwaway game. I saw some good things. I saw some bad things. And the final thing I'm going to say, I thought we played pretty poorly, and you still had to look at it.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all. I mean, when you think about it, right?
You want to post that? I was talking about score question. I love how you just worry. Are you worried about the Guardians?
I'm
not. I really,
no, I'm not
dude, they got a game on you. Okay, fine. And I get that you're upset or you're maybe a little afraid because it's Garrett Cole tonight, but I don't think we played a particularly good game yesterday. You lost 5-2.
Yeah, I mean,
on wild pitches, you handed them 3 runs.
I don't expect to win in the Bronx when I'm starting Alex Cobb. Now, would that have been a bonus? Yes, I would have loved to. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, you need Josh Naylor to step up. When you're playing a team like the Yankees, they have Soto, Judge, Giancarlo Stanton. You have to have Josh Naylor because you can rely on Lane Thomas, who's been playing great, and you can rely on Brian Rocchio, who's earning himself some cash this postseason. But at the end of the day, you need Josh Naylor to do something. Imagine the Yankees lineup without Juan Soto. That's your juice. Yeah. And Jose Ramirez needs to step up too. But when you can't rely on Bo Naylor to get a hit, who has to get out of the lineup if he's not going to block, you can't count on Andres Jimenez to hit his weight. You have to have Josh Naylor in there to bring the juice. You have to.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't happen, you're not going to win this series. But we know that.
Right. And it's also, that is the blueprint for the Yankees. They had 2 home runs, but it's not even like, I mean, I would say overpowering. Okay, Soto was 2 for 3. You had a sac fly from Judge and a walk, and Stanton was 1 for 3. Okay, with the home run. That's what their name of the game is going to be. And you got your 1 home run. You did. Going to need another one tonight. But, like, there are also, you're starting to realize, like, I love John Kenzie Noel, and I know he's not going to play tonight, but, like, you know, you got deficiencies, okay? You're going to have to overcome some of those, and you have some really young guys that you have put in some really tough positions. I'm going into tonight. I'm gonna sit down like I did last night, and I'm going to expect the Guardians to win this game. I don't think we played particularly well. There were some positives to take out of it. And if the Yankees want to start lining up their ALCS parade, go ahead. I still want to stick it up their butt.
But I think that is the most frustrating part. Like I said, I'm not worried, but there's still room for frustration is because what's the key to winning deep in the postseason? It's you need your back half of your lineup to contribute.
Yeah. No,
you have to. And currently, 100%. You're getting that from Brian Rocchio. I understand Bo Naylor isn't doing anything, and Andres Jimenez isn't very good at the plate. But you're getting that out of Brian Rocchio, right? You need that piece to be there, and it's frustrating that, like you said, Jose in this game particularly wasn't great. Well, hasn't been great really all postseason outside of a few at-bats, and Josh Naylor, who's been abysmal. If they step up, you have the pieces there to go really deep.
Here's the thing. You got your contribution from Brian Rocchio. You feel like you need to take advantage of that, right? That's kind of what you're feeling. Like, again, bottom line, Jimenez had a hit, Rocchio goes yard. Those are games that you look at and they go, dude, if you get that, you should win that game. It's like a special teams or defensive touchdown in football. When you get those, you should win. Those are bonuses. You should be able to use that to win some games. We'll get to the Browns in a second. You didn't get that yesterday. What I'm saying is you got that, but you didn't capitalize when you really needed it to. The other question I got to have, too, is can you start Alex Cobb again? Is that something that you've tried this? They had to go out there for the medical check or whatever that was, checking on his finger. It was a cold night, all that. You're at this point, I'm sitting here going, all right, I'm about done with Alex Cobb. Now, you might not need him again this series, and God help us if hopefully we'll get to the World Series. I'm done with Alex Cobb.
Well, you know,
I'm done. I'm not trying to rip him. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm not trying to bring up this. Okay, you tried the best you could to get him and Matthew Boyd and all that other kind of stuff figured out. I'm done with Alex Cobb.
So then what are you doing? You're starting Gavin Williams?
100%.
And
100%.
Okay. And what if he goes out and looks worse than Alex Cobb?
At least he's a rookie or a younger guy. Like, I'm not saying that. Here's the thing. Gavin Williams will start a game this series. There are people that really feel like Gavin Williams has the best stuff of any of the starters
Well, he was
for the
supposed
Guardians.
to.
But he is so wildly inconsistent. At this point,
He's supposed to be the best out of these guys.
he's got filthy stuff. At this point, visual here for you on the show. Go buy your lotto ticket.
Bro.
Go buy your lotto ticket for Gavin Williams.
Is that the winning one?
Yeah. Go buy your lotto ticket. Go buy your lotto ticket and cash it in for Gavin Williams. I would rather take that chance than watch Alex Scott pitch again.
Oh, and that's fair.
He's done.
That's fair.
He's done. And the thing is, the Guardians also, again, searching for some positivity in this. You didn't have to pitch any of your guys. That's another thing, too.
Well, that's what
You're still set for tonight. You're still set for tonight. Now, here's the problem, right? Is that not just going to gnaw at Stephen Vogt where he goes, dude, Mariano Costa hasn't pitched in 3 days?
Well, do you think
and you might throw him anyway with the off day, and that's fine. But, like, if Tanner Bybee is pitching well, that's going to be, in the, like, it almost screws it up better or screws it up worse. What I'm saying is if Bybee was pitching well and you throw all your guys, you're like, well, we got no choice to leave Bybee out there. Now, the flip side of that coin is you leave him in there for one extra guy like you did in the Detroit series and he smacks a home run. Then we're going to be bitching about that. But you have your full contingent for tonight. You have everything for you tonight. If Bybee, and I know it's a big ass, gets you to the 5th inning, the 6th inning with 1 run, then you could turn over the bullpen. Got to look back on the bats. But again, the full contingent of your guys ready to go for tonight. Another positive for tonight for the Guards. That's all I'm asking for. That's it.
Come to Lakewood Truck Park.
Be there tonight. 5:30 again. Here we are.
They had what was it yesterday?
Original steaks and hoagies.
Yeah, that was it.
Sally's Kitchen tonight. Sally's. Oh, wait, they're only there for the afternoon? Oh, no. I'm a week off. I'm sorry. Today's the 15th. Dude, here we go. Oh, my God. Have you ever had Boss Chicken Beer?
Yeah.
They're there tonight.
They're in Cuyahoga Falls, right?
Yeah, well, there's one there, and then there's one out way out in like Westlake, bro.
I just went there for the first time a couple months ago.
Oh,
so
they're
delicious.
So
it's
good.
So good.
So they were partnered with Emmett over at ESPN Cleveland. So Emmett,
wow, dude, it's so good.
Gave me a gift card, and I went out there one day.
I got a chicken sandwich.
Oh my God, is it not delicious?
With pineapple on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then the one out in Westlake, they got some craft beers out there too. So tonight is Boss Chicken Beer. Samurai Dynasty's there in the morning. Go over there for lunch if you want. But tonight is Boss Chicken Beer. I could mess with some of that.
That's good stuff.
Sit down, have a Lipton hard iced tea, listen to Jensen and Gab and Padone, and have some Boss Chicken Beer. They'll be there tonight, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Get there at 5. Doesn't matter. Get there 5:30 tonight for our pregame show with Jensen and the crew. Boss Chicken Beer going to be there. It's going to be awesome at Lakewood Truck Park. All right, a question is up. Got to vote. I said no. Are you worried about where the Guardians are at right now? Hey, man, that's how it kind of goes. We're all good. Right?
Oh, no.
You said no, right? Hooperazzi, I'm still ducking wild pitches. Yeah. He goes, only Clee says, I was worried before game 1.
I think it's just silly and unreasonable to be worried.
No, and that, okay, I honestly thought about a question this morning. You and I debated, but it's like, okay, it's a negative one because you know how it goes. But if this went bad and you ducked out in the ALCS, would you feel good? Like, would you be happy with that? I think most everybody would say, yeah. Now, you watch how this series goes, and you're giving them wild pitches and runs, you're going to feel really pissed off. But yes, there is a sense, which is hard because I think that's a negative one in sports, of like, we're playing with house money and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, I want to go out there and kick their fucking asses. That's what I want to do. And I'll talk about what happens after all of that. But we're not, like, okay, we're not done. We're not done. Okay? We're not. You lost game 1. I don't think you played all that well. You got maybe a little of the jitters out, and you go for tonight. You need Bybee on that hill. You need him to pitch his ass off, and you got to score some runs. Garrett Cole is not impenetrable, okay? You want to know what? Watch the tape from Tariq Skubal. Tarek. Sorry. You smoked him. Now, I'll make sure I'm right on this. Stand by. What did Tarek Skubal have coming into that final start? he was untouchable, okay? In Garrett Cole's 2 starts against the Royals, 5 innings, 3 runs, 7 innings, 1 run, okay? He only struck out 4 in each of those. He won the one game. The other one, he got a no decision. Yankees ended up winning that anyway. Tarek Skubal was pitching better going into that game on Saturday than Garrett Cole is going into this game tonight, and you stuffed Tarek Skubal. Don't forget that. They're 2 different guys. I understand that. And Garrett Cole has a lot more accolades at this point of his career than Tarek Skubal does. I get it, but don't forget that. And that's what I hope they can capture a little bit. Last night was not a throwaway. I wanted them to get it. They didn't. Do not look at tonight and think that you're facing prime Pedro Martinez. Okay, Garrett Cole is good. He's not impenetrable. Get some runs on, run, and get after it. And we'll be talking about a 1-1 series tomorrow. I truly believe that. All right, our Twitter question is up. Vote and follow at Matt Fontana Show. Check us out there. We're also up on Instagram, Twitch, and everywhere that you need it. All right. Kevin! Did he lie to us yesterday?
I mean, let me hear it.
Play the clip. So there's 2 clips, okay? The first one, Kevin, why aren't you benching Deshaun Watson? And he goes with, he gives us the best chance to win. Audio courtesy of the Browns. Here's Kevin Stefanski yesterday talking about Deshaun Watson.
I think it's just important that we continue to do everything we can to play good, sound football. I think there were moments of that, obviously, yesterday. I think Deshaun gives us the best chance to win, continues to give us the best chance to win, and we need to play really good offensive football at his position and really at every position to be successful on Sunday.
People want to scream and get angry about that. And does that not sound a little forced? Can you play it again? Mm-hmm. There's a specific spot, and you don't need to bring up Stefanski's picture again. Just play the audio.
Yeah, I think it's just important that we continue to do everything we can to play good, sound football. I think there were moments of that, obviously, yesterday.
Right here.
I think Deshaun gives us the best chance to win.
Does that not sound forced?
Well,
does that not? No, it is. I get it. Okay. Now, everybody's freaking out because I sent a tweet. Is that not a backhanded shot at Jameis Winston? How do you take that as Jameis Winston sitting there when you say this guy still gives us the best chance to win? You're sitting there going, what the hell is that?
Yeah, but I also believe Jameis Winston understands the situation.
Oh, no, 100%. And I'm not trying to defend Stefanski. But
I will.
Okay, here's what he's talking about. He's talking about the idea of Deshaun Watson. Yes, this current incarnation of Deshaun Watson can't beat anybody. But he's talking about what we've been waiting for, and I know it's probably over, getting back to the level of Deshaun Watson that we think he can get back to. You mean everybody sit there and say that's over? It's a fantasy. Wake up from your dream, okay? But what I think Stefanski is talking about is if we get Watson back to that level, yes, he gives us the best chance to win. On the surface, you would sit there and say, he's lying. He's lying. And it's the same thing from George and Seinfeld. It's not a lie if you believe it, right? He believes that Deshaun Watson gives them the best chance to win because he's talking about the idea of Deshaun Watson. That might not be based in reality at the moment, but he's talking about what Deshaun Watson could be or maybe should be. Now, again, you mean everybody say that boat left the port a long time ago, man. That is over. But they have to hold on to that because they don't have another choice. Let's play the other clip from Stefanski straight. Hang on. For some of you people out there, too, that take the undeserved shots at some of the media, you better give them their flowers when they deserve it, too. Mary Kay asked a straight, pointed question that we all wanted to ask. So some of you need to shut the fuck up, all right? I get it. I've been out there for a long time. There's a lot of people out there I have a lot of respect for. And nothing pisses me off more than when people are sitting there saying, this is the media's fault. This is media-driven. You want to bitch and moan about? You better give credit where credit is due when she asked a straight, pointed question on that. And it's the one that we all needed, and that's why Mary Kay is one of the best. That's why she's so good. So you better give her that.
Mary Kay, I don't get caught up in narratives.
Real quick. Sorry, not to pause it. Sorry. The question was straight. The narrative that the Haslams are forcing you to play Deshaun Watson. Here's Kevin Stefanski audio courtesy of the Browns.
As you know, Mary Kay, I don't get caught up in narratives. But we have a good dialogue with myself, Andrew, ownership about all things that have to do with this team. They've been nothing but supportive, and any decision when it comes to football is my decision.
I believe that. Let's not freak out. That's life. We all got a boss, man.
Yeah, but that's not what he said.
But what, Ryan? You, me, and everybody know what's going on.
Okay,
we all do.
As
and for the people that want to freak out and go, well, then fire Kevin Stefanski, and he's not. If he can't make his own moves, then whatever, bro. Everybody answers to the owner. Everybody, even Bill Belichick had to answer at some point to Robert Kraft. Not eventually. And eventually, once he got a couple Super Bowls, a little bit different. Stefanski ain't there yet. We all know why Deshaun Watson is starting. Why do people have such a hard time grasping that? I'm being dead serious.
Why? If that's the case, Jimmy Haslam should be ashamed of himself.
But again, I'm sure they are for the move that they made. They're not going to fire themselves. I
understand that, but I'm saying you already made a mistake for what Kevin has done for you. But for what Kevin has done for you, for Jimmy Haslam, if this is really what's happening,
we all know what's happening.
Okay, then for him to force Kevin to go out there and put all this blame on him, that's bullshit.
Bro, welcome to the job. That is the job.
Then I lost a lot of respect for Jimmy Haslam,
dude. Again, you can. I'm not telling you that you can't, but it ain't gonna change nothing.
He should be ashamed of himself.
They made a mistake. The Haslams made a giant mistake.
Then here's
the
okay.
problem.
Then you're right. Then Kevin
Stefanski's
going to resign. He's going to get the hell out of here. We're going to lose a damn good head coach. He's going to go somewhere else and succeed. And then we're going to have all
another
these
job.
weeks from Stefanski talking shit. You know, he probably won't talk shit because he's that good of a person.
He knows the company line.
But listen, the truth will come out and we all find out what this is. I'm just a lot of respect lost.
Why? For the Haslams, right? Some of the Haslams, not Kevin Stefanski.
No. I have more respect for Kevin Stefanski.
What?
I have more respect for Kevin Stefanski.
Thank you. You and I think we're arguing with different things and we're on the same page. For everybody that wants to take this out on Kevin, he's being a good soldier. What do you want him to do?
That's why I'm saying it's a shame for him.
What do you want him to do?
That's why I'm saying it's a shame that Jimmy Haslam is doing that to him.
And that's the thing. This whole thing has put everybody into a really, really, really crappy situation. And there's something else that some people got to remember. He could pull a Hugh Jackson and start pointing fingers, and he's not.
I agree.
Frankly, because he's an adult, and number two, it's because he's a good head coach. He's a good football person that is understanding. I didn't create this mess, but I'm going to stand next to the people that did, because yes, they cut my checks, but we're all in this together. And it could go a lot worse if Kevin Stefanski came out and started taking subtle jabs and started trying to get the narrative out there that it's not his fault. We all know it's not. Now, some people out there want to put the blame on Kevin Stefanski. And if he can't make this call, then why is he even the head coach? Because that's how the NFL works. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You know how it works. I know how it works. He's got a boss. Is there plausible deniability in all this thing? Yeah, probably, that it doesn't fall on the feet of Jimmy Haslam. He is taking the bullets and the arrows for ownership. But what we all got to remember and be smarter about is, it's not him.
It's just a damn shame the fact that this behemoth mistake of signing Deshaun Watson has set this franchise back for many, many years. And now the casualty of it is not only going to be the team, it's going to be you're going to lose a coach that can lead this team. We've seen success. And who the hell is going to want to come coach Cleveland if they have to deal with Uncle Jimmy doing this shit?
That's what I'm saying. That's the hard part is if you get back into this rebuild, we're going to be back in the era of hiring Mike Pettin, who was their 7th option. Chip Kelly told you to go to hell. Doug Marrone told you to go to hell. I hope we don't get there. I said that a couple of weeks ago. Of all of this that happens, one of my biggest priorities is Kevin Stefanski surviving. Because also what gets lost in this, I understand that people are angry at him and they want him to bench him, and I'm just telling you, he can't. It's not his spot. Well, he's head coach to be able to do what he wants. Let's not forget, that he is a really good offensive-minded coach. He's a good schemer. He is good at play calling at times. There are mistakes, sure, here and there, but the problem is you're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater in this thing because you're going to have to attach some of the blame to this whole thing on him, and you're going to throw away a good coach. That's what I don't want to have happen. Now, what I hope and what I think is going to happen with the Haslams is they understand exactly what we're talking about. We made this decision. You did your part of being a part of this, even though you didn't deserve some of the hate that you got. You are well paid for the position that you have, but you're still a good coach.
But here's the thing, Matt. Even if that's the case, and even if that's the case, though, do you really think Kevin Stefanski, after dealing with all this, is going to want to stick around? He could go get a head coach job somewhere else.
Well, eventually.
If me and you know the realities of the situation, everybody in the NFL knows the situation.
1,000%. And we all know that. If they fired Kevin Stefanski tomorrow, he could walk into almost any OC job that you could find around the league. And he'd be a head coach again within the next couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. It's so asinine.
And it's crazy because
But Andrew Berry will survive.
No, but that's the same thing. There's arrows to be thrown at all these guys.
But if you're going to blame somebody, I don't even. To be honest, I don't even think it's close compared to what I would rather have Kevin or Andrew Berry. I think it's hands down.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Because you get Berry again. Here's the thing. You can strip away Deshaun Watson and still give a grade to Andrew Berry because you're like, what did you do with Michael Hall? What did you do with Jamari Thrash?
And to be honest, it's not a good grade. It's all been a good grade in theory.
Sure. But what you can't do is strip away Deshaun Watson and try to give a good grade to Kevin Stefanski because he's trying to win with one arm tied behind his back. That's the hard part of this, is that now how bad Deshaun Watson is playing, you can't get that honest evaluation of Kevin Stefanski.
We already have it. We've had it the last 2 years.
But people want to forget that. And again, I am on your side with that.
I know.
You're right. But there are people, and I understand that this is a year-to-year league. This is a week-to-week league. I can't go back to what he did 2 years ago. I can't go back to the fact that they won a COVID freaking playoff game. He wasn't even there. People love saying that. You don't even win a playoff game with him. Sure, I get it. But the thing is, of all the blame that goes around, it serves no purpose to try to sit here and point to individual people. Because all that's going to do is further the dysfunction, frankly, expedite some of the dysfunction. They all got to own this. They all have to own this. So if it really bothers you that Kevin Stefanski yesterday said, I'm making this decision, and he still gives us the best chance to win. And if you cannot look past those words, if you cannot read between those lines, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And if you want to sit there and try to tell me like, well, man, that's not a head coach, and a head coach should have power. He's not freaking Andy Reid, okay? He's not Andy Reid. He's not somebody that can walk through there, and he still has a boss, man. He is still young in his NFL career as a head coach. And I understand you empower these people to make these decisions and all that kind of stuff, and I get it. There's bigger forces at play here, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. It's just not how it works right now. It's just not.
It's so silly to me that people are so quick to throw away years of evidence that we know this guy can coach a football team. It's like we've seen him. And the best analogy I'm trying to think of, it's you have Da Vinci, right? He paints the Mona Lisa. Okay.
Did he do Mona Lisa?
Did he? Right? Yeah.
I think he did. Yeah, sure.
Ruin my analogy. Okay, go fact check me so I don't look really stupid.
Not the Nat King Cole song. Sorry, Mona Lisa.
It was definitely Da Vinci.
It is Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, damn it, Matt. Anyway, what I was saying,
I didn't mean to derail you.
You see Da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa. You could be the best painter in the world. You take away.
It's a lot smaller than you think it is.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That. Can I finish my analogy?
No, go ahead, sir.
You have Da Vinci.
Did you know?
You've seen him paint the Mona Lisa. You take away his paintbrush, you give him a screwdriver. You expect him to paint the Mona Lisa again? No, that's what you did when you gave him Deshaun Watson.
Last thing on the Mona Lisa. Do you know that's how Leonardo DiCaprio got his name? His mom was looking at the Mona Lisa. I don't know if a real picture or not. I have no idea. And she felt him kick in her belly. And they named him Leonardo after that.
Thank you.
Take that with you the rest of the day.
Thank you for that.
Don't ever tell me you don't learn things on this show. Might not be what you want to learn, but you learn something on the show. My only issue with where you're going, the Mona Lisa would be winning a Super Bowl. A Mona Lisa would be.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not talking
I understand what you're going, but that's what I'm saying. Like I understand that would be the comeback for people that are anti-Stefanski. They go, it wasn't all that great. It was good. He did a lot with a little. He made the playoffs with 5. Wait till we get to timeout. You know what game we won 1 year ago today? The freaking 49ers with P.J. Walker. They came in here 5-0, and I know they missed a field goal. We'll get to it in timeout. You beat the freaking 49ers with P.J. Walker 1 year ago today. Where is that? It's gone. The answer to that question is it's gone. Now, at this point, one thing I will judge Kevin Stefanski on is if he can keep this locker room together. If he can keep these guys motivated to keep playing, to hold off trade requests from players, and to get these guys to actually go out there and try to win football games, because you still have 11 games to go.
And that's valid, but that's a damn tough job.
I'm not saying it's not. Right. And that's the thing. Much like it's a tough job for him to stand up there, and I don't want to say spew this stuff because we all know what it is, but to stand up there and take it, it's a hard job. That's why he gets paid a lot of money. And that's why I think he's good at what he does. It's all bad. None of this is good. And I can't pack the season up yet. I don't want to pack the season up yet. Am I ready to see somebody else? Yeah, maybe Jameis Winston. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I ask Browns fans, sometimes we can be very rational and a lot of times we can't be. It's just understanding we all know what's at play here. You know what's at play here. I know what's at play here. And you can be angry about it. I'm not telling you that you can't, but it's just reality. And sometimes just sitting there being angry doesn't solve anything. We know the situation that we're in. And the other frustrating thing, there is no quick fix. The quick fix is going to win football games. You go win 4 in a row, then maybe we'll start singing a different tune. And as crazy as that sounds, you actually have that opportunity to do it. It's not like you go out there Sunday and the Bengals start with a free touchdown because you're in hell. That's not how that goes. That's why Kevin Stefanski's got to keep this together. And I understand all the metrics, and Deshaun Watson is basically the worst quarterback to ever play the game. Like, if you really read into a lot of stuff, he is literally the worst quarterback to ever play in the NFL in the history of the game. Okay.
Probably well deserved.
I get it. Right. That's where you're at. You go, well, you keep playing him. Well, we don't know why they keep playing him. And you could say, that's sacrificing your season. I'm talking about winning 4 games in a row. Maybe you could do that with Jameis Winston. Well, you want to know what? Maybe you could do that with Deshaun Watson. I don't know.
No, you can't. You can't.
Probably not.
No, you can't.
Probably
you can't.
not.
And I just want the opportunity as a fan who spends money and time on this football team to earn that, to be able to see that play out.
I get it.
And I quite frankly, I like the way Deshaun Watson, I get it. Haslam has to see this through, even though he really doesn't. But it's like you're giving this, I'm getting worked up.
I know.
I just don't think he's earned any more opportunities to play football again. I don't think anybody should give him the opportunity to play football again.
He doesn't.
I don't think he should. I think he should go rot in his house.
And the other thing, we don't want to watch him play anymore. You know, that's the hardest thing is when we sit down there on Sunday, nobody wants to watch him play football anymore. So you want to cut right to the bone, man. If that's me sitting on my couch, how do you think Amari Cooper feels? How do you think Joel Bitonio feels? They sit there and they go, I don't want to play with this guy anymore.
And no wonder nobody wants to watch his football team or support.
No, and that's like that. I'm still going to do it, though. You know? And I'm going to ask these guys to be professional about it. I get it. And you know what? You lose Sunday and it gets smoked, and maybe you start singing a different tune. I don't know. There is a part of me that thinks they're running him out there to spite him. They're going to run him out there and just say, it's the punishment. You know,
but to me, a better punishment is letting him sulk in his own sadness. I know he's got $230 million. He can wipe his tears with that. But listen, dude, whatever. You're going to go down as the biggest bust technically right now in terms of contracts.
As far as contracts, yeah, I get what you're saying.
And everybody already thinks you're a horrible human being. To me, go rot.
I get it. Well, and that's the thing. Then you would turn to him and say, what? Try to rally this man. Like,
I don't even want him to have the opportunity to do that.
I know, but they're going to keep giving him that opportunity for one ungodly reason or not. And the Haslams will speak at the bye week, and I'm sure they'll give you a bunch of lines about this or whatever, but it's just like, it's where we're at. They're going to keep playing him. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want him to play anymore. Ryan doesn't want to play. Nobody wants him to play. They're going to keep playing him. You invest all that money, even at the detriment of, it's, okay, here's the example. Right? It's like in business, right? Where you launched a brand new thing. I can't even come up with a good comparison, right? And this was meant to be your moneymaker. And this was going to be the thing that you were going to turn your business. I
think the Browns should start
a business. Give me a business. Just name me a business. Some sort of business. A line of business. I don't know.
House siding.
Okay, siding. All right. You do house siding, which we'll take any house siding people here on Big Play. We'd love to have you. And let's say that Ryan and I own a company. Ryan and Matt's Good House Siding, okay? LLC.
I don't like that name.
What do you want to call it?
I don't know.
Matt and Ryan's Good House Siding. That's what it is. LLC. Check us out on the website. You and I are in business, and things are going fine.
Okay.
And we have this opportunity to create a brand new house siding that'll revolutionize the industry. Everybody's going to want this new house siding. It's good against the sun. It holds up against the rain and the cold. It's perfect. It's awesome. And we dump all of our business into this brand new siding, and it's going to take us off to our wildest dreams, right? We start installing it. It doesn't stick to the houses. We got a major problem with fasteners. We don't know how to fix this problem. We don't just walk away. Our entire business is tied up in this new thing. You will ride that out right into bankruptcy court. And in the NFL terms of bankruptcy court, that's $230 million. That's 3 first-round picks, and that's what you got to deal with for the next couple of years. You can't get off the train. You put everything into this. And what are we hoping for? That we can figure out how to fasten it to the damn house. We can, and again, at this point, it looks like there is no way, no how that that's going to happen. But we put all of our eggs in this basket. There is no eject button. There is no eject button. And that might ride you up. That's how businesses do what, Ryan? Fail.
Well, all of our employees already see that we're totally failing, and now they're on the verge of bailing out, so we don't have a choice.
Here's the problem. They're all going to be out of a job. In a real world, in a real job, that business would go under, and you'd be handing out pink slips to people. That's a sad reality. That hits for some people out there. I know it does. That is a sad reality. There are people that are just employees. They've got no stake in this. But the owners of the company said, we're going in this direction, and it's going belly up. Who will be at fault for that? The people that'll lose their jobs. The NFL's different. You don't. The Browns are not going to go to real bankruptcy court. The business is not going to go under. But it's the same analogy. They put all of their eggs into this basket. There is no eject button. Eventually, yeah, you're just going to have to fold. Fold. But right now, there is no eject button. You put everything you had into this, and they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep going with Deshaun Watson. Right or wrong, they're going to do it until it... I keep saying until you can't anymore.
But I don't want them to, so they shouldn't.
I don't want to do it either.
I think they should start an internal union in the Browns locker room and boycott playing.
No joke. That has happened.
As it should.
That's mutiny. That is what it's called. It's a mutiny.
Think about this for a minute.
Yeah.
You take a guy like Joel Batone, and listen, I know I'm not telling you anything you don't already know here, but
maybe did you know that Leo DiCaprio was named after?
I just want to think about how insane this is for a second. You have guys like Amari Cooper, guys like Joel Batonio, who have given their life to football, and won't even sniff the amount of money that Deshaun Watson made.
Yeah. But
real quick.
Sure.
And they aren't horrible humans. They don't have 26 sexual assault allegations. But they're never going to sniff the amount of money Deshaun Watson makes. And he gets to keep playing. And he gets to keep wasting away the rest of my career.
I got a piece of advice for you that is going to carry a long time for you. Life ain't fair.
I'm sure it's not.
Life ain't fair. They don't play that position.
If I'm Joe Batonio, I'm missing a block. I'm missing
every
block.
But that's the same thing. Like, what is that, sir? Now you're just sacrificing yourself, right?
What else is...
Have some pride. Have some damn pride for your job.
Have some pride for your job. Your owner won't let this guy sit down. I'm not going to go work for this owner.
They make millions of dollars. Go out there and earn it. And that's the thing. I, at this point, don't feel that. But eventually, you might get to it where guys are going to start looking for reasons to quit. You know, what do you have for the Jags? Their guy was coming out, what was it, Cephas, right after the game? He goes, yeah, guys are quitting left and right. That's what you need to avoid. How Doug Peterson still has his job, I have no idea. But yeah, at that point, you won't have a choice. Then I'm actually going to give you another take on that.
Okay.
You know why you need to block? You know why you need to go out there and catch passes? Because who's going to be the fall guy? Kevin Stefanski. And you, me, and everybody in between that line, they know it ain't his fault. So you want to go out there to just spite Deshaun Watson, you're going to lose Kevin Stefanski's job.
Unfortunately,
so if you want to go out, and that's the important thing of how this is going to go. If you go out there and say, I'm just going to stop, well, then you know a guy that doesn't deserve to be let go is going to get let go. Fight for him. Fight for him.
I have a bad feeling he's going to be gone regardless, and I hope that's not the truth.
I hope not. I really do hope not.
But I know we kind of touched on this, but do you really believe after all this, the dust settles, you're kind of moved past this as much as you can be, that Kevin Stefanski wants to commit to this team?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because a couple of things. Number one, there are only 32 of these jobs. And as easy as you might say that he would find another job somewhere else, it's never that easy. Number two, you're going to laugh, and I'm going to tell you not to. This is a good spot. Now, you might say you have meddling owners, and that annoys you. Bro, you could be coaching the Panthers. You could be coaching the Raiders, who are just severely void of talent. That's not the situation for the Browns. Now, you could say, as the years go on, you're going to lose guys, and you don't have draft picks to pick it back up. But I'm telling you, like, if you went to Kevin Stefanski and honestly asked him, like, do you just want to leave? His answer is very clearly no. He's got a good working relationship with Andrew Berry. I think he's proven ownership. He can get it done, and he's got talent on the field. He's missing the quarterback, but that's what I'm saying. If you just find him the quarterback, then I think you're off to good things.
I agree, but unfortunately, he's not even allowed to go find that.
That's not his job. That's Andrew Berry's job.
Fire Andrew Berry.
Well, I mean, that might happen too. I don't know.
Rather him than Kevin.
I don't know. That's again. I don't want to divide this up. Everybody's in this together. What you want them to do when we just wade through this stuff, you just want the Haslam's to come out. My bad. This is not on anybody else. God. This does not fall on Kevin Stefanski. This doesn't even fall on Andrew Berry or Paul DePodesta. It sure as hell doesn't fall on our players. This is our mistake.
They should be ashamed of
And we're going to own this. And we are not going to blame anybody else for this decision that we made.
Unreal.
Will you ever get that? I don't know. Because eventually, I believe we will get to the point that this is going to go belly up. And they will have a press conference. I actually do think there's a world they maybe could do that.
I
don't know,
hope they
because
do.
it's like, it's so blatantly obvious.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Just to go,
it's honestly disgusting.
All right, you're going to yell at me, but are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I don't blame them for taking a swing on it. Think about where you're at.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't blame them for trying.
Either. Trust me,
I don't blame them for trying.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I didn't like the move.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to pretend that.
They get so angry and they think that getting a pound of flesh or getting the Haslam's together it fixes nothing. What's in the past is in the past. And at the time, they took a swing.
I agree.
I
didn't hate the move at all.
It just went bad. Now, what you're frustrated is you know it's gone bad and you're asking them to make a flip on it, whatever. But eventually, and this is where some people won't accept it, and that's where we differ because I will. If there ever comes a time that they cut Deshaun Watson, he is gone. Salary cap is in the hell. We don't have the draft picks. And the Haslams and JW stand up at a press conference and they, in essence, go, this was our fault. You want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to accept that and move the fuck on. Other people won't. But of all the things I've learned of being in this town for as long as I have, being a fan and doing this job, do you want to know what serves zero purpose? Bitching about the owners, because it's not going to change. People hate the Dolans. You want to know who still owns the Guardians? The Dolans. You can complain until the day you die about the Haslams. They're not selling the Browns. They're just not. So if they come out and they just said, this was our fault, I will say, I appreciate it. You want to know what? I understand why you made that move, and let's move on forward and let's get back to where we need to be.
To me, that's predicated on if Kevin Stefanski leaves.
I don't think, but again, you're right. Because then I would be angry if they fired Stefanski or Berry going, dude, come on. You know, what are we doing? Yeah, you're right. Then maybe that happens. I don't know. Are they going to be big enough to stand up and just say, we're going to take this on? Because firing Kevin Stefanski is what? Placing the blame on him.
But you're just wasting the primes of your best.
Hey,
mean, dude.
They're already wasted. You wasted Joe Thomas's career. You wasted Joe Hayden. You wasted our guy, Josh Cribbs. I'm wearing a fashion faux pas, by the way. I'm wearing white after Labor Day. You're not supposed to do that, but I had to rep our guy, Josh.
Please don't tell me you just put Joe Hayden in the same conversation as Joe Thomas.
No, but I'm saying just good players that we had here. You know, Phil Dawson, okay? Like,
busting your balls.
No, I know. But it's the thing. It is what it is. You rolled the dice and you came up snake eyes. You're going to go back to the table, sit back down, you're going to walk away. Eventually, they're going to walk away. But for right now, they're getting that dice back, and they're saying, just pass line, baby. Let's get it back. That's it. That's all they're at.
I don't like Deshaun Watson.
I know you don't. And here's the thing. You don't have to. I'm not telling you have to. You really don't have to. It's fine. And that's a factor in this. 100%. There are people that hate him the day he came here. It's fine. I get it. You're entitled to your opinion. It's all bad. It's all bad right now. But complaining about, at this point, it's like, what are we going to do?
Oh, man.
What are we going to do? I hate to say it.
I'm just thinking about me sitting on my couch Sunday. I'm enjoying my time. I turned on the Browns. I watched Deshaun throw 1 touchdown and see him do his stupid ass bow and arrow. It's gonna be the death of me.
Maybe. I don't know. At least he scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
At least he scored a touchdown. All right, let's do this. Take a break. Come back. Morning update. We got to talk about what Dan Lanning did to Giant Day. We have to post our second 2 for Tuesday.
We also, I don't know if we want to do morning updates because we still have to do around the league.
We do have to do around the league.
We usually skip morning updates on around the league.
Oh, yeah, just do that. Bring up the Lanning thing later, but we'll do around the league. Okay. Second 2 for Tuesday. Do you blame Kevin Stefanski for not benching Deshaun Watson?
I don't even want to post that.
We have to do 2 questions and 2 answers, Ryan. It's 2 for Tuesday. Can't leave the people wanting.
Okay, should Deshaun Watson be in jail?
Well, okay. Okay. That's up to you. You post whatever you want. Send us the break. Post that in the break. We'll talk about it later. We got the morning update. Oh, again, we'll do around the league. We get to the grid. We got all that coming up. Fontana
So
show
what
right
am I
here.
asking people?
I asked, do you blame Kevin Stefanski for not benching Deshaun Watson? You blame him, or do you know what's on? You know what I'm
gonna do? I'm gonna put a GIF of Pinocchio in there because
you can't do GIFs
and puppet.
You can't do GIFs and polls.
What's stupid?
Well, Elon has ruined Twitter.
Do you blame Kevin
Stefanski?
for not benching the freak.
Stefanski?
For not benching.
What did they call him? His cousin Craig or something?
Oh.
What's that?
What was
it? Kevin? It was something else.
No, what was it?
What was it?
Oh, man, what was it?
Kevin Stefanski cousin?
Ed? No,
they call him Steve? Steve, that's what it was. Yeah, Steve. Was it Steve? Yeah, it was Steve. He was accidentally announced as the NFL Coach of the Year, Steve Stefanski. Steve. There you go.
Do you blame Kevin Stefanski?
If you had to pick a name, Kevin or Steve, for your son, what would you pick? Did you even post the... Did you post... Come on, Ryan. What are you doing?
So flustered.
Do you want to take a break? Should have copied the text.
Do you blame...
Let me tell everybody on Lakewood Truck Park tonight, 5:30, baby. Lipton Hard Iced Tea. Back, here we go. I'm not putting the hat on, but here we go.
I just put, do you blame Kevin Stefanski for not benching Kevin
Stefanski? Do this. Just do... I know you can't hear the mic anymore. Just do this. Do you blame Kevin Stefanski? Just do that.
Do you blame Kevin for not benching Deshaun Watson?
Yeah. Do you blame him for not benching Deshaun Watson? Lipton Hard Iced Tea, baby. Lakewood Truck Park. 5:30 tonight. We'll be there, getting ready to go for Game 2 tonight. Also, don't forget, tonight, Josh and Maria Cribbs, the return, our guy. And, of course, Enter the Jungle, James Rapine and crew. Got you covered. Big Play is where you need to go. You need some merch. You want some T-shirts. My brother-in-law, recent birthday. You know what he got? Some brand new Big Play merch from us here. Go to bigplay.com. You'll see it all there. Everything that you need. All the shows. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, we're up on Twitter as well. Just have Big Play Goat. I did have somebody ask me what was up with the goat thing. I explained that to some people coming up, but... that's another time for another day. All right, let's catch our break. Twitter question is out. We'll get to around the league. Grids all coming your way next. Stay with us.
I'm Garage Beer, and this is Bobby Carpenter.
Garage Beer. Beer-flavored beer.
Beef with an F? Okay, my bad. It's crisp and cool, and it doesn't taste like ass. I'm Bobby Carpenter. I drink in garages because my wife says I don't belong inside. If you like a cold breeze on your bag, drink Garage Beer. It's American, and so can you. Garage Beer. Beer-flavored beer.
Well, how do they know I'm doing this? Did somebody leak this out?
It's social media.
Oh.
That's the way social media works now.
I thought maybe you were just running that yap.
Even though our strength of schedule was number 1 in the NFL, I think we have the dogs up front. We have the dogs in the back as it relates to our defense. Our defense alone keeps us in these games. Not even talking about offense. Let's just say Deshaun Watson isn't there. We got dogs on the defensive side that's mirroring the potential of the Ravens from 2001 or 2000 Ravens with Jamal Lewis and the boys and Ray Lewis and those guys.
Right.
They won. Again, no disrespect to Trent Dilfer, but they won without a high-powered offense.
I don't buy into this nonsense, this conspiracy nonsense that he's got his money and he's dogging it. That's ridiculous.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby as Authentic takes them around the far turn. Tis the Laws making his move now, and they're into the stretch. These two stride for stride. Authentic, tis the Law. Here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
All right, let's go around the league with breaking news. Davante Adams is going to the Jets. Jordan Schultz, the Raiders are finalizing a trade of Davante Adams to the Jets per multiple sources. Anybody shocked by that? Is anybody really sitting there? Hang on, I'm trying to send out a tweet here.
GM Aaron Rodgers back at it.
GM Aaron Rodgers back at it, buddy. Got his head coach fired. His OC, though, doesn't have a job anymore. Sorry, well, Nathaniel Hackett still has a job, but...
Where the hell is this?
All right, I'm working too hard to try to send a tweet out. Probably looking in the wrong spot. Dude, this new iOS update sucks. I hate it. Not good. Not good. Whatever. I'll do it later. Davante Adams going to the Jets. They're working on it. Here we are. All right, morning update. We're going to do around the league. Let's get started. We look back on the week that was, and why not start with last night? The Bills and the Jets. Ryan and I both get the win there. Bills come out. Aaron Rodgers bitching about the refs, bitching about that. Oh, he's got Davante Adams now. What's there to complain about? Are the Jets good? I think they're supposed to be good. What did the game tell you about the Bills, though? Because I keep doubting Josh Allen, and he keeps winning with less guys. I think that was a real marquee win for the Bills last night. I really do. And it was a fun game to watch. There were, again, 200 yards of penalties on the Jets. That seemed a little weird. But that game told me a lot about the Buffalo Bills, Ryan.
Yeah, Josh Allen's raw.
Yeah.
He should be MVP.
He's pretty good.
I mean, in theory, the Jets would be good. I don't think their defense is as good as they thought it was going to be. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I don't think is as good as they thought it'd be. Like, don't get me wrong, he still shows flashes of talent. Of course, he's one of the best people ever to throw the football. A conditional
fourth rounder that can become a second rounder based on performance for Davante Adams. Plus, you got to pay him. He's on a contract. He's got money. You got money that you got to pay.
I mean, but like that trade senses, does that trade not signal you that you would assume Aaron Rodgers will be playing football for the New York Jets for like 2 more years?
Well, no, they re-signed him to they re-signed him.
I understand that, but I don't think it's going to work out like they thought it was going to.
Yeah. A conditional 4 that can become 2. So let's just play this out that it is a 2. I don't think that's a lot for I really don't think that's a lot for Davante Adams, to be honest with you. I mean, especially it's like, okay, I understand that people want to they want to make some statement about Aaron Rodgers running the team or the Jets are going to do this. And people are already saying, like, wow, that's going to be all that to just miss the playoffs. Like, still, I think Davante Adams is a really good player. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I think it works. I think that works. So I'm pretty interested in that. We both went on the Bills last night.
How does one spell Davante?
Davante. Now, the thing is, I don't know.
So you say that. Say it again. It was a condition. Say that one more time.
A condition of 4. So if nothing happens, they get a 4th-round draft pick. Okay? If he meets certain play parameters, then it gets to a 2. Now, it could become a 3, it sounds like, or I don't know. It's all, they said, based on performance. So, like, let's just assume that it's a 2. That doesn't seem like a lot to me, for Davante Adams. And when you look at, here's the crazy thing. As I watched them play last night, they finally started throwing to to Garrett Wilson again. They still have Allen Lazard, who, again, is somebody that Aaron Rodgers wanted. Like, you have all these guys here. Can't you make it work with them? I don't know. Like, okay, you add Davante Adams to the fold. Why don't you just throw to the uber-talented guys you have? He finds Allen Lazard. Now, it's also, you could really read into what? Who is Aaron Rodgers really pissed off after that game about? Mike Williams. He straight up goes, you ran the wrong route. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just want to get rid of Mike Williams. I don't know. But I think they have talented guys there. Why don't you just throw the football to those guys? What?
I'm just thinking, dude. The Browns traded a 2nd-round pick for Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
I just tweeted that. That is not apples to apples.
Isn't it? Hang on. I finally got my tweet. It's going to be a wasted tweet.
What?
Okay, sorry. All that to send a tweet. We're back. Here we go. Jets making the playoffs. Yeah or nay?
My tweet was better than yours.
It probably 1,000% was. 100.
Are the Jets making the playoffs?
Are the Jets making the playoffs?
No.
You don't think so? What are they, 2-3 now?
2-4.
2-4. The Bills look pretty good. You know what? I'm going to say yeah, because Dolphins are cooked and so are the Patriots. And I think at least one wild card. You know what? Maybe a wild card's going to go out to the West now all of a sudden. I think.
So it's a conditional 3rd that can become a 2nd.
So then Rap Sheet was wrong. He said it's a conditional 4. Rap Sheet said a conditional 4 that can become a 2.
Either way, the most it can be is a 2nd.
Yeah. No, right. At the most, it sounds like it can be a 2nd. That's it. The Raiders stance. Okay, so here's the other thing, too. So you're right. Pelissaro said a 3 that can become a 2. New York takes the rest of his salary. That's a good deal for the Raiders. That's a really good deal for the Raiders. They don't have to take any more of his salary on. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal right there for them. So, again, breaking news on Around the League. Let's start right there. All right, let's go all the way back. Sunday morning, we head on over to London to take on the Jags and the Bears. What a smoke job that was. How Doug Peterson still has his job, I have no idea. My stance as a Trevor Lawrence apologist is over. He sucks. It's done. Get rid of him. They made a trade already, and now there's already a bunch of rumors of people sitting out there saying, hey, you know what? Let's just get rid of Travis Etienne now. It's time to trade him away. It's over. It's cooked. It's fried. They suck. Bears, 4 touchdowns for Caleb Williams. Keenan Allen back. Cole Kmet. Bears 4-2. They're on their way to the playoffs.
Yeah,
are they not with a rookie quarterback?
Must be nice to have a great quarterback on a rookie deal.
Yeah, well, that's how that goes. You and I both lost that game. We were idiots and took Jackson. I don't know what to tell you.
I only took it because you made me so confident.
I know.
Like,
sorry about that.
Based on history.
I thought London. I don't know what to tell you. I thought we had a shot at it. We didn't. Jane Daniels showed up, but it wasn't enough. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens get it done, taking down the Commanders, and they cover a big 6. Or no, it was 6.5. They won by 7. So we lose We both took Washington on that. Lamar only threw 1 touchdown, but that's all right when you turn and hand it to Derrick Henry. 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shane Daniels threw 2 touchdowns. Not enough there. Is Derrick Henry the new favorite for Offensive Player of the Year? It's got to be, right?
He has to be, 100%.
It's got to be.
He's on a historic pace.
How crazy is that for me? That I thought he was cooked and washed and was not going to be anything there for Baltimore. I guess that was maybe me trying to be a little like wishful thinking on wanting the Ravens to suck. But again, it's not even that they don't even need Lamar to do that. They're just like, dude, hand it off to him. We're done. That's all you need to do. And nobody can stop him at this point. We both lose on that. We both got to win, thankfully, for the Packers destroying the Cardinals. 4 touchdowns from Jordan Love. Kyler Murray, done. Right? Does he not suck? Marvin Harrison exited that game with a concussion. Cardinals nothing going on. You start looking at Jonathan Gannon to say maybe he's not the coach you thought he was going to be. Cardinals now 2-4. Packers are 4-2. They get right back in the win column. Big win for them.
I think the Packers are just really damn good.
Are they?
I think they are.
Christian Watson.
Well, okay, but everybody
plays with an ankle injury, scores a touchdown.
Everybody talks about how the Packers don't really have a lot of talent around them, but I mean, they do. They're just young.
Well, okay, so now Dontavian Wicks hurt. He might be out. Christian Watson, how's he playing through that injury? Everybody said he's going to miss time. Pittman playing. We'll get to that game a little bit. He plays and scores a touchdown. I like Romeo Doubs. I like Jaden Reed a lot, and Tucker Kraft's their tight end. I love the Josh Jacobs signing. I'm kind of with you. I think the Packers are a little sneaky.
They were my Super Bowl pick.
Okay, so. I guess not sneaky, yes, at that point too. But and I picked Jordan Love. I think I picked Jordan Love to get MVP votes this year. Cardinals suck though, right? Anything else to take out of that game? I think they're done.
They're very young.
All right. Houston, not much to take. They beat up on the Patriots 41-21. Drake May, though, threw 3 touchdowns in his debut. That's the only thing, if you're a Patriots fan, the only thing you care about. Keep him upright. He did get hit a little bit in that game, but he threw 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That should be his stat line the rest of the year. Threw it 30 times, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You're going to throw picks. Learn. I thought that said a lot about Drake May. You flip it over, nothing to take away from Houston. They were the much better team. Joe Mixon comes back, runs for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns from C.J. Stroud. We both took Houston. They easily cover there. I think, hey, man, good for Drake May, and Houston's really good.
Yeah, good for the Patriots on scoring 20-plus points, something the Browns still are yet to do this season.
That's a good point
Drake
on that.
May, a good start for him, like you said. Houston has been better than I maybe thought. I thought there's going to be a little regression.
I did too.
But C.J. Stroud remains truly a game changer. And the Diggs signing has been very good so far.
Yeah. Saints are on life support without Derek Carr. They got nothing. Spencer Rattler gets a start, but it was Tampa scoring 51 points, 4 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield. Bucky Irvin runs one in. Godwin with 2, 51-27. Now, there's a time, I watched a little bit of that game. The Saints tried to get back into it, and then the Bucs just throttled them. If I'm New Orleans, get rid of Alvin Kamara. Trade him away. Get a nice pick. You're not going to win with Derek Carr missing out a significant time. The Buccaneers are going to run away with that division. Atlanta will be close. I think things are cooked for the Saints, and I would seriously start considering trading away Alvin Kamara, because now also what? Chris Olave's hurt. Everybody, like the Saints are bad. Dennis Allen's going to get fired. We both won on Tampa, easily covering that 3.5 there. Tampa, how far are they going to go in the playoffs? They're not going to get a bye. You know, they're not getting the 1 seed. But one and done.
I mean, are they not
round?
a top 2 team in the NFC?
Right now at 4-2? No, the Vikings. And aren't the...
I mean, I'm just talking about... I mean,
too.
Record's one thing.
Sure,
right,
sure.
I did forget about the Vikings.
Oh, you're talking about just in general.
I mean, yeah,
that's
I would say Vikings, Buccaneers, and Lions. So I would say they have a great chance to go to the NFC Championship.
I sleep on the 49ers, but, you know, they're hurt. They're banged up. It is what it is. I can listen to that 100%. Colts squeak one out with Joe Flacco. 2 touchdowns. Second time this year. Both Baker and Flacco were winners while the Browns lose. 20-17. They covered as 2.5-point dogs. We both win on that one. Poor Brian Callahan, man. They're not good. They're 1-4. Will Levis is ass. They have nothing else to go on there. trying. Tennessee's nothing. I really do not believe in them in any way, shape, or form. I don't think they have much talent on that team. It is what it is. For the Colts, I think getting Pittman, who's going to fight through this injury apparently after they were considering IR, tells you a little bit. And the fact that they're winning games without Jonathan Taylor. The thing is, do you go back to Anthony Richardson? They said they did pregame tests with Anthony Richardson, didn't like where he was at. They think he's going to be good for next week. Do you just hand it back to him when he comes back, or do you keep riding this with Flacco?
No, if he's healthy, you have to give it to him.
I kind of agree.
You have to
I think you have to do it.
You can't bench him.
Yeah.
Can we trade Deshaun for Bill Callahan?
If the Titans have the cap room, if they're interested, sure, I'll do it any way you want. Heart arrhythmia. The phrase for the Chargers' 7-point win over the Broncos.
Oh, I was like,
Jim Harbaugh. Did you see that about Jim Harbaugh? He had to leave the game with heart arrhythmia.
He went to the blue tent.
I guess he was just that worried about Bo Nix. I don't know. Chargers were 3-point favorites. They win by 7, so I win that. Ryan, you took Denver on that one. Bo Nix did throw 2 touchdowns, but when he's also your leading rusher, probably not good. Touchdown for Herbert, touchdown for J.K. Dobbins, and quite a few field goals in that one. 3 from Cameron Dicker, the kicker. 3-2 for the Chargers, sneaky or not?
Expected.
Like, are they a sneaky good team, or you think expected? Expected.
I think they're a very well-coached team. I think they have a great franchise quarterback. I think they're a little bit lacking in talent, and that's where it's going to be the deciding factor.
Broncos are still 3-3, though,
Again,
man.
I think that's similar to the Chargers.
And then are they not on Thursday Night Football this week? Is that a Sean Payton revenge game against the Saints? Is that Thursday night?
Broncos Saints, yep.
Yeah. Mark me down for the Broncos in that game, by the way.
2.5-point favorite.
On the road?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, on the road. Yeah, I'll still ride with them there. I think that was gutsy win from the Chargers. I think the Broncos are still going to hang around. We'll see how it goes. Falcons taking on the Panthers. You should only get a half a win when you play the Panthers, to be completely honest with you. But they take care of business, 38-20. Kirk Cousins, just 1 touchdown in that game. 2 rushing touchdowns for Bijan Robinson. But a Tyler Algier, are they timing? Maybe it's time to run a little 2 running back set there, down there in Atlanta. Kirk threw it 30 times, but they have 3 rushing touchdowns. Drake London with the catch there. What do you take away from that game? Dalton remains the starter there. Panthers just kind of playing the string out. They have no talent over there. They've got nothing. Shuba Hubbard's fine. They'll get Jonathan Brooks off the NFI list coming up. Played out for a draft pick at that point with Carolina. Falcons back to 4-2.
Yeah, Carolina, the Titans, and the Browns. I'm deciding who's the worst team in the NFL, and I'm not quite sure I have the answer yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll have that. But the Falcons, 4-2, it's going to be them or the Bucs. No doubt about it.
I'm an idiot and took Carolina. You took Atlanta, so that's a win there for you. Steelers and the Raiders. This was a really solid game until it wasn't, and then you just realized the Raiders are ass. Justin Fields, another 2 rushing touchdowns for him. Najee Harris adds it in. Not much to write home. I'm just waiting to see if Pickens has something to bitch about. Are they not going to get rid of him? Aren't they sick of his crap?
But who else do they have to throw the ball to?
Nobody. Calvin Austin, Pat Freiermuth. Raiders are done. They're just going to play it out for a quarterback there. We both took Pittsburgh on an easy cover there at 3, and they win by 12. Next up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This Dallas sucks.
Stephen A. is somewhere geeking right now.
Then.
Hey, they beat us, bro. Chill.
Then they blur out the scoreboard, and they won't close the curtains. Their offense is staring into the abyss of the sun, and apparently they have curtains that Jerry doesn't want to close. Then you know what comes out today about Jerry Jones? He's threatening to fire radio hosts in Dallas.
Yeah, he might be worse than Haslam.
He admitted that he's happy to be leaving Dallas to go to the league meetings because he said, quote, it might get bad around here. At least you don't got that, man. Holy God. And I love nothing more than the fact that the Lions took this and just smeared it all in their face. Then they're sending out social media tweets about it. They got Dan Skipper, the old lineman, going in motion. Wow. Wow. I said it about Dallas before the season, and it becomes truer and truer. They have nobody but CeeDee Lamb. Who thought that was a good idea? Seriously, what is Dallas doing? And the crazy thing is, you're right, Ryan. They're still just 3-3. We both took Detroit -3. Could have been -38. Then they would have covered. Goff 3 touchdowns. Montgomery stealing some carries there from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I don't think that's that surprising, though. You saw him get rewarded with that extension.
I guess. Aiden Hutchinson going out. You never want to see that, man. I hate that crap. He's a really good player. But Detroit.
Myles Garrett to the Lions for 2 firsts?
No, I'm not trading Myles Garrett for anything.
For 3 firsts?
Nope.
4 firsts?
Nope.
Okay, you're on crack.
Yeah.
4 firsts?
No, at that point, you might have to. Yeah. No. I don't want to. Trust me, that stuff will come up. They'll package Myles with Deshaun to get rid of him. It's absolutely insane. Lions are a 4-star. They're the best team in all of football right now.
Well,
over the Chiefs, over the Vikings.
Well, I mean, I guess I technically have to give it to the Vikings. I think
they're the best team.
Hell of a game.
I think they're the best team in football.
They very well might be.
I really think they're the best team in football.
They very well might be.
They can run it.
But Kevin
they have
O'Connell's
Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have Jamison Williams and Sam Laporta. They have a really solid offensive line and a defense. And again, I know you lost Aiden Hutchinson. I think they're, without a doubt, the best team in football. The Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions.
I'm not
get my
ready
vote right
to
now.
claim
You're not going to
that.
crown them?
I say they're certainly top 4.
They're close. I think they're pretty good. But
Kevin O'Connell's earned his flowers.
Well, Kevin O'Connell's great. He is really good at what he does. That's where we're at. Final thing for us, Sunday Night Football, Bengals, Giants. Kind of a bad game, to be honest with you.
Joe Burrow has the fakest aura I've ever seen.
Well, it's like, the Giants scoring 1 touchdown. Danny Dimes having to run for his life. The thing that I think is the revelation here for Cincinnati is you're going to have to throw to T. Higgins. Everybody's covering up Jamar Chase. You're going to have to throw to T. Higgins. The thing is, they could, the running of the ball. And, okay, it's a crazy thing. Joe Burrow was their leading rusher on a 55 yards, and one of those was a 47-yard carry for the touchdown. Pretty bad game. Sloppy, disgusting. We both took the Giants, though, on a giant L for us.
Well,
there.
I just will never take the Bengals. I just refuse.
Maybe we got to start believing them on Sunday. We'll see how
No, I don't. I just won't do it.
Bengals 2-4, playoffs or no?
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. That defense
Not
still.
with that defense.
Again, that defense, you only give up 7 points. The Giants look atrociously bad.
They didn't have Malik
They
Neighbors.
look really bad.
Right?
No, they didn't have Malik Neighbors. No, he's out.
Right.
Darius Slayton was their leading receiver. Wan'Dale Robinson, Tyrone Tracy. Yeah, they don't have anything. They don't have anything going on there for the Giants. Not great there. So overall in the week, we both finished 9-5. Right?
It was my best week.
9-5. Here's where it is. I lost on Seattle. We both lost Seattle Thursday night. Both lost on Jacksonville, and both lost on Washington. Those were 3 of our 5 losses.
And Washington should.
Then we both lost on the Giants. You lost on Denver, and I lost on Carolina. Man, we were staring down the barrel of good. I mean, again, 9-5. I ain't bitching. Yeah. That's a great week for us. Just some obvious ones that we should have had, man. Speaking of obvious, it happens to us all the time. All the time. People are screaming like, obvious. Oh, no.
It's never obvious.
Oh, no. The Commanders. They are kryptonite in the grid. Got it done yesterday. You got to send me Mike's info. I got to get that mail for him. Please send me that after the show. Mike, if you're watching or listening, your giveaway is on the way. We'll get it to you. You know how the grid goes, left and right, player for each Super Bowl champion. And then we will complete our week, get another giveaway going. Go!
All right, Super Bowl champion, not Dak Prescott.
Always love hearing Troy. Watching that game last night, by the way, I flipped to YouTube TV. That dual screen of watching both the baseball and the football is like one of my favorite things. Watching the game last night, Troy Aikman's still best color commentator. He's the best.
I agree. Him and Buck are elite.
They are. They're the best. They're the best duo.
I'll do Tom.
Yeah, because you can do Gronk.
Gronky poo.
Gronk, buddy boy. Robson. Jacoby Brissett. Wait. Because he works there too. So do you have... No, don't put him in yet.
We'll think of somebody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Which one can we come up with easier?
Stephon Gilmore.
Pierre Garçon.
For what?
For Washington Colts. Pierre Garçon.
Okay, well, I was going to put Stephon Gilmore for Patriots Colts.
Yeah, but he also works Patriots Cowboys.
True.
See? So go put Pierre Garçon here.
Pierre Garçon definitely played for the Colts.
1,000%.
All right.
That don't even question. Done. Then you can go Jacoby Brissett here. And now you can go Stephon Gilmore there.
All right.
See, we're getting better at this. Yeah. It only took us 5 months, but we're getting better at it. All right. Is that not Alfred Morris?
Does that sounds right?
Does that not sound right? I know he played in Washington.
It does sound right.
And I'm pretty sure he played in Dallas.
So should we rip it?
Yeah, I mean, the easier one's not Deion, right? Did Deion play in Dallas? Or am I thinking of T.O.? No, Deion played in Dallas, didn't he?
And he played in Washington.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Right? He played in Dallas. I'm not crazy. Am I thinking of T.O.?
I don't know. Should I just rip it?
I guess. Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, Washington, Tampa.
Case Keenum came to mind there. But the answer is not him, because it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Does that work?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Doesn't it?
Did he play for the Commanders?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow, we ripped through that.
2 minutes. Look at that. Look at us go. Let's go. You want to rip through a quick? How you want to do this? You want to break or you want to do timeout?
I don't care.
Let's go break. Let's take a break. Final one in the morning. We'll come back, rip through timeout, get ready to go for our guards bets. We need to hit one tonight, buddy. I got a savory one from Covers that they love Garrett Cole under outs for tonight. Maybe that's part of
You
our
have to
parlay
come to the truck park
tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you.
I might be able to.
No, you don't have an option.
I can bring my kid, I guess.
You don't have a choice.
All right, we'll figure that out. But we'll get to our plays for tonight for the Guardians in action. 5:30 tonight, Lakewood Truck Park. I'll stop by. I'll be there. We'll get it done. So we'll get to that coming up. All right, break, time up. Got it all for you. Stay with us.
I'm Garage Beer, and this is Bobby Carpenter.
Garage beer. Beer flavored beer.
Beef with an F? Okay, my bad. It's crisp and cool, and it doesn't taste like ass. I'm Bobby Carpenter. I drink in garages because my wife says I don't belong inside. If you like a cold breeze on your bag, drink Garage Beer. It's American, and so can you. Garage Beer. Beer flavored beer.
Well, how do they know I'm doing this? Did somebody leak this out?
It's social media.
Oh.
It's just, that's the way social media works now.
I thought maybe you were just running that yap.
I'm just dying at you right now.
Why?
Because I can't believe you had the nerve to bring up the NFL Top 100 when you're the one that was okay with it. Of the two of us, you were the one that was okay with him being ranked darn near 40th.
In the context of what happened in November of 23, that's what I said.
Nope. Doesn't matter.
We're back. We're back, James. We're back. So now this is what needs to happen next. That's it. Doesn't change. That doesn't change my opinion. You could roll that clip. I don't care. I stand by what I said then in that context. This is different. I'm looking ahead. Jeez. I don't buy into this nonsense, this conspiracy nonsense that he's got his money and he's dogging it. That's ridiculous.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby as Authentic takes them around the far turn. 'Tis the laws making his move now, and they're into the stretch. These two stride for stride. Authentic, 'tis the law. Here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
All right, welcome back, Fontana Show right here on Big Play. We'll get you going for the guards tonight. I got it. We got to hit a little. I'm. Can I tell you where I'm at right now? Sure. I'm suckered back into the parlays, man. And I don't like it. But that's where I'm at right now. So last night, we ran with Rocchio hit over 5 runs, over 5.5, done and done. Quan let us down, Lane Thomas let us down, and so did Carlos Rodon. Because he went over his outs, Lane Thomas didn't get hit, and Quan only had 1 base. Back at it again tonight. We'll get to it, but let's do timeout first. Tell you what happened here on the 15th of October. Happy payday to everybody out there. Here we are. We go back 1 year ago today. Would you say the Browns' win over the 49ers was the marquee win of Kevin Stefanski's career with the Browns? You had an undefeated 49ers team come into town. You beat them with P.J. Walker. Now, I remember that game as we all do. They got guys hurt. Did McCaffrey not leave that game? And I think Debo got hurt too. And Jake Moody missed that field goal late. But you beat them 19-17 with P.J. frickin' Walker. I think that's the best win of Kevin Stefanski. Isn't that so crazy that I'm sitting here talking about that being the marquee win of Kevin Stefanski's career in Cleveland? And it was 1 year ago, and here we are. Just 1 year. 1 year, man.
Well, yeah. I mean,
a lot can change in a year. A lot can change.
What happens when you sign Deshaun Watson?
I guess. This day, 2019, the Browns trade Austin Corbett to the Rams for a 5th-round pick. Austin Corbett has turned himself into a really good football player. And he was supposed to be the center of the future beyond J.C. Treader. You trade away Austin Corbett. Bro, he's a really good player now. He was on that Rams team for a little while. I think he's in Carolina now, and they suck. But, Austin Corbett's turned himself into a fine NFL player. This day, 2017. Well, you know how this one. Browns fall to the Texans 33-17. Kevin Hogan got the start. He threw 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions all in the second quarter for the Texans to get the win 33-17. Now, hey, Ryan, if I were to go back to the Houston Texans in 2017 and they beat us, who must have their starting quarterback been in that game?
Deshaun Watson.
17 out of 29, 225, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. You know who the leading rusher was for the Texans that day? Deontay Foreman. He had 59 yards. 59 yards. Should I send that tweet out? This day, 2017. Houston beat the Browns 33-17. Deshaun Watson, 17 out of 29 for 255 and 3 touchdowns. Deontay Foreman, 12 carries, 59 yards.
That was pre-Massagegate, though.
I don't think it was. I don't know what was happening or was allegedly happening. That's where we're at. Also, because you want to know something else? Remember when Sunday would kick off and inevitably that morning there was some report about the Cleveland Browns? Something would come out. This day, 2017, before that Texans game, NBC Sports reporting that the Browns front office could be on their way out. Sashi Brown was running it, but NBC saying the Browns have been reaching out to executives to take that job over. Eventually, they'd find John Dorsey, which he helped this turnaround in a great way. But that was this day, 2017. This day, 2016, number 2 Ohio State beats number 8 Wisconsin 30-23 in overtime. JT Barrett threw the game-winning touchdown in overtime. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns. Was that the Devin Smith touchdown? Do you remember that? I know you're not Ohio State fans, so I'm probably asking the wrong guy. Was that the game that Devin Smith had a really long touchdown? I know it was against Wisconsin, but I just don't remember if it was this game. All right, what did I say? 2016? No, Noah Brown was the only one that had a touchdown in that game, so it wasn't him. It was not him, but beat Wisconsin. This day, 2016. This day, 2016 as well. Game 2 ALCS. Indians beat the Jays 2-1. Josh Tomlin, 5 2/3 innings, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Andrew Miller, 2 innings, 5 strikeouts for Andrew Miller this day, 2016, as they get to win an ALCS game number 2. This day, 1989, Wayne Gretzky passed Gordie Howe for the most points in NHL history. This day, 1988, Game 1 of the World Series. You know what that is?
Are you ringing a bell?
No, running around second base, man. You don't know that?
No.
Kirk Gibson.
Oh.
Injured off the bench. 2-run jack off of Eckersley with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th to win game 1 of the World Series. You know about Kirk Gibson? Go watch it.
Great.
He's hobbling. Gets up there, smacks a home run off one of the greater closers that the game's ever seen this day, 88. Also this day, 1988, it was Catholics versus convicts. Number 4 Notre Dame beats number 1 Miami, 31-30. This day, 1981, for the first time ever, Metallica performed as a band.
Very good.
Obviously, Cliff Burton passed away, but first time for Metallica. Very happy birthday to former Browns safety Abram Elam, Anthony Joshua, boxer. Is he not cooked? Didn't he just get his ass knocked out?
No.
I think he did. Penny Marshall, Keisha Cole, and Genuine, all celebrating birthdays today. Quite a few on the movie and TV side of things. You ready to go? All right. Start with a TV show. This day, 2000. This comes from an amazing comedic mind. And a lot of people would say that this is one of the best TV shows ever. Debuted this day, 2000.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That is correct.
Oh my God, is that really?
That is correct. Curb Your Enthusiasm is correct.
I'm so wrong.
Larry David, obviously. I've only ever seen clips, never watched it.
I watched a little bit.
I think I would like it. I'm all in on
pretty
Penguin right now, though, man. I am in on Penguin. So freaking good.
I haven't started yet.
Wait, because you're gonna want to binge it.
Right, that's what I'm
So I
doing.
did 3 episodes back to back. Oh my God, it's so good, so good. But anyway, yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Because what wasn't it that it went away, then it came back? Yeah, that's what I thought. But yes, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Well done. Oh, I got a wrong date on this. Hang on. No, I got a wrong day for this. But Curb Your Enthusiasm still holds. So there you go. All right, this up. 2 movies released the same day, 1999. You want movie 1 or movie 2 to start?
1.
This was a ripoff of one of my favorite movies of all time. It's an aquatic animal themed movie.
A ripped off of Jaws.
Rip-off of Jaws is correct.
About a whale?
No. It's sharks.
Oh.
I don't know if you might get this one then.
Probably not.
Probably not if you're not getting this one. I can't even... Okay, LL Cool J is in it.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane, who played the Punisher, was in. Samuel Jackson was in that movie. He got eaten, though, about midway through. Have you heard the movie Deep Blue Sea?
No.
When it got in. So the whole premise is there's a research center out in the middle of the ocean, and they're breeding sharks to create a serum or something like that. But they gave them a bunch of steroids. They become psycho sharks. They try to flood the thing to get out, and they eat everybody while they're in there.
Not good.
It's okay. It's I'm not watching it as a cinematic masterpiece. It's not that bad. All right, next up, also this day, 1999. Some people consider this a cinematic masterpiece, though. A real cult following for this movie that is heavily, I don't say heavily have a lot to do with it, but soap is involved in this movie.
Fight Club.
That is correct. Is that too easy to lay that up for you, or is it all right?
Well,
That's all right.
That's
all right. Tyler Durden. So it's one of those movies you can never watch the same after you watch it once.
Right.
It's like Shutter Island. Once you watch it, and spoiler alert, you know who Tyler Durden is versus the narrator. Edward Norton in that is so freaking good, man.
Yeah,
he is so good in that. But Fight Club is correct. Next up, another film. This day, 1993. This is a sports drama film that an NFL Hall of Famer has come out over the past couple of years and said a lot of it was untrue.
What year?
1993.
I was saying The Blind Side.
No,
So
that's
way
good call.
too early.
I like where your head's
That's
at, but
what I
no.
was confused. It's like way too early for
No.
So it's based off a real story?
It's based off of a real story. It's based off of a real story. It's a real motivational type of story.
Oh, Rudy.
Rudy is correct. Joe Montana came out and he goes, that's a bunch of bullcrap. He goes, we all hated him. Everybody goes, he was a tryhard.
That's
the
hilarious.
Jersey thing never happened. Yeah, he got a sack, and then they carried him off the field, and Joe Montana goes, we were being ironic. We were being funny that we were going to carry him off the field, and then you get ruined. Not a bad film. Like, I'll watch it, but it's hard to not watch it and just goes, oh, it all is. Remember, the Titans isn't completely accurate, all that other kind of stuff, but Rudy is correct. All right, final one, a television show. This day, 1951. The life of a club owner and his kooky wife.
A club owner?
A club owner and his kooky wife.
You're thinking of the Addams Family.
No.
Creepy and
No.
kooky.
I love that movie. Or I love that show. And the movie.
I don't know that plot.
This one was funny because anytime they pictured their bedroom, they slept in separate beds as a married couple. And they were actually really married in real life.
51. I'm going to have to pull deep in the bag.
Set in their apartment building in New York City. Centers on main character and her singer band leader husband, along with their best friends and landlords. During the second season, they have a son.
No idea.
The Ricardos?
Never heard of it.
No, that's their last name. That's not even the name of the show.
Oh.
Ricky Ricardo, Fred and Ethel.
Sounds familiar.
Lucy.
Is that
Lucy!
I Love Lucy?
I Love Lucy is correct.
Okay.
I Love Lucy.
Never seen it.
Never seen it? I just think it's interesting that it was in black and white, then it went to color, and you realize that Lucille Ball had like red hair. You can never tell in the black and white, but she had red curly hair. So I Love Lucy. Spin-off of they did spin-offs of the Desi Arnaz Hour and the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, she was really married to Desi Arnaz in real life, and then they did the show I Love Lucy. So there it is for it. I thought about the bracket this week because I said I wanted to do the best album of all time. I thought about this, Ryan. Should we just take it in our own hands? Because everybody's just going to say what they like, right? So I searched this of Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time. Do you just want to take the top 16 from this and let people bitch about it?
Yeah, I like when that happens.
So like Marvin Gaye, What's Going On is number 1. Beach Boys, Pet Sounds is 2. Joni Mitchell is 3. Stevie Wonder 4. The Beatles are 5. Nirvana 6. I think we're just going to piss people off, aren't we?
Yeah, but so we do best.
Prince 8. Bob Dylan, Tracks on the Blood 9. Blood on the Tracks, I'm an idiot. Beatles again. Thriller is 12. How the hell is Thriller 12 on that? Rolling Stones, Public Enemy. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out, but I'm just gonna upset people. But we'll figure that out a little bit later. No, we got to figure out tonight. The guards, come on now. Garrett Cole on the hill. Let's get this done. Let's set our parlay. You ready to go? What are you feeling for tonight?
I would love a nailer bomb.
We need one,
but I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
Okay. Here we go. Season series. We've already done it. I already told you, obviously, they beat us in the regular season here. They're 7-3. The over-under is just 5-4-1 in the last 10 games between the Yankees and the Guardians. Now, Tanner Bybee coming into this game, the Guardians are 4-1 in his last 5 starts. They beat Detroit 5-4. They smoked him 7-0, and they won his last 2 regular season starts. In his last 5 games, he has an average ERA of just 2.5. Strikeouts in those games, 3, 6, 7, 5, and 9. Can we get 5 strikeouts tonight for Bobby? Do you like that one?
Yeah, I think
5 or 4?
I think he's gonna have to.
All right, Garrett Cole, his last 5 starts. The Yankees are also 4-1 in his last 5 starts, including winning their last 4 straight. Beat Kansas City twice, 3-1, 6-5. Before that, last 2 regular season starts, smoked Baltimore, and they beat Oakland, who suck. His last 5 starts, 4-4, 5-7, and 2 strikeouts. He's averaging 4.4 strikeouts in his last 5 games. Bybee's averaging 6 strikeouts in his last 5 games. Bybee did face the Yankees once, but it was last year. That's his only start in his career against the Yankees. That was 1 year ago. For Garrett Cole, we faced him on August 22nd. They smoked us 6-0. Garrett Cole went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit, but he only did strike out 2 all the way back in August. So that's where we're at with that one. Give me a couple more here. Total is 7. I know, Bybee and Cole, man. That's like a sucker to take the over, is it not?
That would make you think under's the play.
All right. Odd Shark likes the Nerfy. Bronx Bombers have been quiet this postseason, rocking a 5-1 Nerfy record. Garrett Cole takes the hill for Game 2 of ALCS, fresh off 7 innings of 1-run ball. With Cole locking down the first, just get a clean inning from Tanner Bybee, and this bet will cash. Mitch Banner, Odd Shark. He likes the Guardians' money line. This pitching matchup is built for an upset. The Guardians have won Tanner Bybee's last 4 outings, which I just mentioned, and the righty has given up just 2 earned runs in just more than 2 earned runs in one of his last 7 starts. Garrett Cole, on the other hand, has a 4.4 FIP. The hell is that? The hell is FIP?
FIP?
Feline infectious periodontitis? No, not that. Fielding independent pitching. It's similar to ERA, but focused solely on the pitcher, not the defense, not win, not anything else. He's allowing an OPB of over 300 to current Guards hitters. Jose Ramirez, they like him for a hit. J-Ram is just 4th on the hit odds. He should be number 1. He has 8 hits in his last 10 games and has a 391 career average against Garrett Cole. Let's go. All right. Here's where we're at. So we got to take. Okay. Hit Jose Ramirez. Do you want to take again Quan over 1.5 bases? Does that sink you? You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it.
Do you want to go anybody else hit?
Lane
again?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Hang on. Can I get Lane Thomas career against Garrett Cole, please? Please, please, please. Lane Train Thomas. Not the MMF fighter, Thomas Lane. I'm looking for Lane Thomas. In his career against Garrett Cole, he's never faced him.
Yeah.
Lane Thomas in his career has never faced Garrett Cole.
That doesn't surprise me.
All right, go Lane Thomas. Please confirm my location. Thank you. Strikeouts. Tanner Bybee, 5. 4. 4 gets me to plus 230.
I feel much more comfortable with 4.
Guardians money line. Oh, no, we like the over. Or what do we like?
The under.
Should I go under alt? Under 9.5?
Yeah.
Okay. That gets me to plus 400.
There you go. Don't get greedy.
You like that?
Yeah.
Boosted by 50. All right. I'm in for that. Same game parlay. Let's roll. Let's get it done for the Guards. Tonight, obviously, I think it's going to be a lot on Bybee. You got to get that start out. Oh, no. Should I do Nerfy?
It's up to you.
Come on. Hang on. What did I say? Under 9.5. Why are they still confirming my location? Come on now. Step your game up here. All right. MLB. All right, sorry. I'm doing this bet. Sorry. Do I take the Guardians money line? Is that bad news? You don't like it? All right. We like Ramirez hit. We like Lane Thomas hit. We like pitcher 4 strikeouts for Bybee. We like total under 9.5. And then where's my Nerfy? Where's my Nerfy? A run in the first inning? No. Gets me to plus 700, Ryan. $2 wins me 16.
There you go.
Boosted up to 23. Done and done. Let's go. All right, Bybee tonight. Got to get 5 innings out of him. Get to that early. Like, that's what I'm looking at here. When you look at Garrett Cole and the matchups that you're going to have, he's not like I'm looking at that so hard about Garrett Cole. He's not impenetrable. You score that run first, not in the first inning though. We don't need that. Score that run early, and just take a little pressure off for Tanner Bybee. You get to the 6th inning, then you rip Cade Smith, Tim Herron, Emmanuel Clase, Gaddis. You get to the off day. I'm feeling it for the Guards tonight. Come on now. Come on. It's all in front of you. I know Cole is good, but the thing is, you've seen him a lot. I got seen some here, but again, how many guys in this team haven't seen him before? I think that's a little edge maybe towards, well, probably the pitcher, but still, like, come on now. Gonna have Brent in the lineup. Gonna need that. Gonna probably have Bo Naylor back in the lineup again. Lefty, all that. Gotta get it. Feeling good about the guards. And if you got to play a scrappy brand of baseball here, do it. Do it. Scrappy. You know what? I should have put the Guardians. You know what? I'm getting greedy.
That's what I'm saying.
I should have put Guardians plus a run and a half.
No.
So here's what we got. Nerfy, Thomas, Ramirez hit, Bibee strikeouts under.
That's hitting.
That's it.
That's hitting.
That's it. That's it. That's all we need is a little hit for you tonight on the Guardians, and we'll be after it and getting going with it. That's it. Davante Adams traded. We know that. I think we're going to have to pull the plug on the album thing. I don't think it's going to work, man. So the conditional pick, it gets a second if Davante Adams becomes first or second team All-Pro, or he is on the active roster for an AFC championship game.
That's not happening.
So it'll be a third.
Yeah.
So it'll be a third. It'll be a third for
100%.
Davante Adams. Oh, we didn't get to this too. Hassan Reddick has apparently been allowed to search for a trade. It's starting to pick up.
Joke.
It's starting to pick up, man. And I'm telling you, the Browns are going to have to fight this off, man. They're going to have to fight this off to try to figure out if it's time to move Amari Cooper. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Great stuff today. Appreciate everybody joining us. Back tomorrow. Victory Wednesday. Let's go, Guards. Try to get Noah on tomorrow, too, as well. I want to talk to him about everything going on. So we'll do that tomorrow. For Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Foley. Hey, 5:30. Yeah. 5:30, Lakewood Truck Park. We'll see you up there. Jensen, Gab, crew will be there. Boss Chicken Beer's going to be there. I might just tell my wife we go up there for dinner.
There you go.
Maybe we do that for dinner. She loves Boss Chicken Beer.
There you go.
Maybe I'll talk her into that. We'll do that up. So we'll see you there tonight, 5:30, Lipton Hard Iced Tea. Enjoy one of those. See you at Lakewood Truck Park tonight. For Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Fontana. As always, take it easy.